Happy Thursday. I hope this session finds you well. I think I need to sit somewhere else. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's so much better. All the light from the sun was making things very dark. Hello, everybody. I'm gonna wait, let people get in here before I start chatting, before I start spewing all kinds of shit. But happy Thursday. I hope everybody's doing well. I don't think this is going to be a reading. I mean, we could do a little bit of a reading just for shits and giggles, but that's not the intention of why I'm coming live and wanting to talk. But I'm going to give it a few minutes to let those who want to get in on the chat to get in on the chat. If anybody would like to timestamp this later on, you're more than welcome to. But this seemed to be the best way for me to get some information out there for the collective, to give a little bit of some clarification as to what's actually happening for me right now. So, hey everybody, happy Thursday. What's up with you guys? I hope you guys are doing well. I hope this finds you well. I'm going through it. I'm having a bit of a moment, y'all. It's a necessary moment. I'm definitely seeing the value in this moment. But it's, well, in some aspects of this moment, a lot of aspects of this moment, okay. But, yeah, I just wanted to come on and talk to you guys. And if you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask those questions. But I just wanted to give a little bit of a, like, I wanted to talk and I wanted to explain what's happening before or without, you know, just throwing up some posts like in the community section or in the community tab or something. Like, I wanted to talk to you guys face to face. So anyway, fuck it. Let's just get to it. So the reason why I'm here right now is because I want to tell you guys what's going on. And it's turning out to be yet another frustrating week of roadblocks and hindrances that are outside of my control. I have lost power again. I lost power yesterday, Wednesday, at around 12:30 in the afternoon. And as far as I know right now, I still don't have it. And it's ironic because I was planning on going live yesterday for a happy hour, right? I haven't been doing morning coffee, and there's a reason for that. I haven't been doing morning coffee because I've been settling into this 222 energy of needing to rest, needing to find balance, needing to find harmony, and allowing myself to breathe within readings, within moments, and allowing myself to just sit and connect. Hey, Seven. Allowing myself to just sit and connect with God, Source, Creator, with the universe, with myself. I'm going through my own healing process and purging process right now of many of you know of already. Hi, Danielle. Many of you know of this already, but I'm working on quitting smoking again. It's going very well, and if you're on Patreon, you know, because I've been talking to you guys about this as I've been going through it and sharing my experiences with it. It's been a really profound experience. Maybe Ree, let's see in a minute. Let me get through what we're talking about here. Hi, everybody. What's up, guys? It's good to see you. So I'm talking about, for those of you that are just tuning in, I'm talking about what's going on in my life right now. It's kind of a shit show. What's new? But anyway, Eric, don't say that about yourself. Sorry. You're right. Change the verbiage, change the programming. Hi, Vivian. No, it's okay, Reed. Don't worry about it. We can talk about that later, potentially. I want to get through what we're talking about right now. Hi, Bobby. So I'm going through my own healing process right now in terms of quitting smoking. And Kara, you're saying you quit too. Excellent. Hi, Varush. Good for you. But it seems to be going much better this time, because this time, instead of me just quitting smoking cigarettes, at least, instead of me just, releasing my addiction to nicotine and tobacco, it's finally coming to an understanding of what's been going on in my heart chakra, the blockages that I've been experiencing in my heart chakra that have been keeping me to that have been keeping me in the process of using the tobacco plant as a crutch, actively engaging in the substance abuse of tobacco. Tobacco is actually a very healing and cleansing plant. Okay, I have a shaman friend that I met while I was in New York that used tobacco in a sit-in that he and I did. He didn't inhale it, but he drew the smoke into his mouth, and then he blew it on certain aspects of my body to help me cleanse and release. And at that moment I realized, wow, that's why I use tobacco so much, because I'm trying to cleanse or effectively erase the pain in my heart. But that was not what it was doing. It was only helping me to mask it. And I never really realized that. Now, in the last times that I quit smoking, I kind of understood it. I mean, I knew there was something going on in my heart chakra, but I wasn't really ready to face that. I didn't have the presence of mind to face what I needed to face at that moment. So I would quit smoking and I would do it for a while, and then I'd get right back on the bandwagon as soon as I got triggered well enough. Well, this time I actually have the presence of mind to really look at underneath, get into the bottom of what's going on, and understand why I've been using tobacco as a crutch. And I've been processing that, and it's great. It's really, really great. And actually, beautiful awakened soul, I've had to seriously curb my marijuana use to not allow that to become the replacement crutch, right? Okay. So I'm going through that already. And it's a really good thing. And there's a lot that's happening because of it. And what's able to happen is my heart chakra is opening up and my throat chakra is opening up, which means that a lot of the truths that I have needed to speak on behalf of my own self for the longest time are finally starting to find a way out. Yes. So, okay. That's happening. That is within my control. What is outside of my control is the fact that I have yet again lost power. And it seems to be happening at pivotal moments in my work process. And the most frustrating thing about it, you guys, is the fact that I can make plans or follow through with what I'm guided to follow through with until I'm blue in the fucking face. But if I don't have the stability or the reliability of having power, then I can't do my work. And it's one of the most frustrating things I have dealt with in the longest time. Now, I haven't been doing morning coffee because I've been allowing myself to breathe. I've been allowing myself to take time. I've been allowing myself to flow. I have not been forcing myself to sit there and throw out some willy-nilly collective reading just for shits and giggles or just to make money, right? Great. But then when I planned to have our weekly collective session at 12:30 on the day that we were supposed to have that session, my power went out. And I sat there in my apartment thinking, you know what? It's okay. Don't freak out. Maybe it'll just be out for a few hours, and watch. It'll probably come back. There's nothing to worry about. Just sit there, meditate, take your time, enjoy the peace and quiet, enjoy the cats, enjoy nature, this, that, and the third. Shit still has not come back. And I have been forced to relocate myself yet again to make up for what I can't do in the space that I moved into to specifically do it. Now, here is part of the situation. I knew coming to Puerto Rico, I knew that there was going to be power outages. Number one, because the infrastructure, the power infrastructure on the island is in really bad shape. And it does have a lot to do with the effects of Hurricane Maria a few years ago, of which the island hasn't really been able to fully recover from for various reasons. Okay. But on top of that, now, I'm sorry, let me not get ahead of myself. So I came into this situation full well knowing that this was an issue and that I was going to have to prepare for this. Oh, Tikwa, thank you so much for that donation. Full well knowing I was going to have to prepare for this. Hi, Blue Flame. But this year has gotten even worse. Okay? This year has gotten even worse. Because now the power company on the island has been taken has transferred into private ownership. Okay? And so with that comes the struggle of this new ownership that are having to deal with the spotty infrastructure that needs to be fixed because the previous company did not have the funds to fix things. Okay? I mean, that's neither here or there. I'm not trying to get political or judgmental on that. I mean, it's not out of my realm of perception, okay? But what I do know now is that while the company that is involved now, or the company that is in place now, is a private company and has to deal with this crumbling infrastructure, there also seem to be situations in which there is sabotage happening, or at least those are some of the rumors that are going around, because of the way that the transfer of ownership was handled. Apparently, a lot of people were screwed over. A lot of old employees or a lot of employees of the old company were completely disregarded, thrown out, lost their jobs, and a whole new team was brought in. I'm not here to say whether that's right or wrong. I'm not here to say whether that is false or true. What I am here to say is if that is an element to the situation, then there are certain sabotaging situations that are happening and a lot of people are suffering for it. And it's really frustrating. And unfortunately, it is not something that I can prepare for, other than spending thousands of dollars to invest in a massive generator that I don't have access to right now. And then so other people will say, well, why don't you move somewhere where you got solar panels? Like, there's nothing you can say to me right now that I haven't already thought of. So needless to say, I'm extremely frustrated. Extremely frustrated. Because I am completely powerless in this situation. There is literally nothing I can do but sit here and wait. Oh, really, Blue Flame? That's really interesting. Apparently, they're actively recalling generators on the mainland. Oh, well, not the mainland. Let's get something very clear, very straight. The United States is not Puerto Rico's mainland. I understand why some people might say that, but it's not. Puerto Rico is its own country that has been colonized and has been under the rule of colonization for centuries. They're a territory. They're a colony. They are their own people. They have their own culture. And if I offend anyone in my conviction there, I'm not sorry. You need to learn your history about the island of Puerto Rico. Okay? Anyway. So, in terms of readings, I have completed the earth signs and the air signs, the mid-month messages for July. Yeah. But unfortunately, I can't upload them right now. I can't deliver them to you right now because of the fact that first of all, I have a Android phone but an Apple laptop. Okay, that's fine. But if I had access to the system that I use for editing and uploading and all that stuff for like my production work at home, wouldn't be an issue because that computer is a Windows computer, so my phone works with that. So I can't keep up with the format. And I have the earth signs and the air signs saved on my phone, but if I were to upload them from my phone, it would take absolutely forever. So, exactly. Beautiful awakened soul, all in divine timing. 555 on the counter. So I'm going to do my best to get these readings out to you as soon as possible. But my hands are tied. I cannot do that right now. And I'm extremely frustrated. Like I literally am on the verge of tears. Because I don't know how this is supposed to be sustainable. 14 hours to upload, yeah. What else do I need to tell you guys? My plan. Oh, Charlotte, thank you so much for that donation. Hey, Turquoise Majesty. My plan is to go live for your week ahead this weekend. But who knows? Because I keep losing power on the days that I need it the most. Because when I lose power, I lose access to my internet connection. And I cannot go live on my phone anymore without Wi-Fi because I don't have the data plan for it any longer. So, please bear with me. I am doing everything that I can. I'm doing everything that I can. I promise. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about ascension. Yes? Okay, so there has been a lot of ascension happening lately. A lot. Well, I know you guys, I know like my core people, you're not pressuring me at all. But the person that I am, like I couldn't sit back and just sit on my hands and not let you guys know what's going on. I had to. But thank you. I love you guys so much. All right, ascension. A lot of ascension has been happening lately. We had a major spike in the Schumann resonance last week over the weekend, and I got sick over the weekend. First of all, because of because of the initial shock of nicotine withdrawal, I kind of got some flu symptoms. But then also, because of the spike in the Schumann resonance, I had the worst migraine all weekend long, you guys. It literally took me out, knocked me out of commission. And actually, with all this 222 energy that has been showing up for us, that was actually a warning, or like for me to prepare to just be like, you're going to need to rest because a lot is shifting, a lot is changing, there's a lot of ascension happening. And talking about crying, I've been able to get down, like I've been finding myself revisiting an energetic place of when I was a kid. And being there has not been a punishment. It's not because, I'm being tortured by the universe. It's because I have finally been able to understand so many elements about my early life that were heartbreaking and soul shredding, but now I understand. Now I get it. Now I get why it was happening. Now I get what I needed to understand, what I needed to learn, what the reason behind all of that was. Deep, deep, deep inner child and timeline healing. Absolutely, Charlotte. Exactly, Queen Bee. Exactly, Queen Bee. Queen Bee just said, I would take it as you're not meant to put those readings out yet. It's time. It's not time for them to come out. It's time for things to be done differently. Learning to deal with not always doing. Yes, you hit the nail on the fucking head. Yes. Especially for those of us that are here on this side of the equation, being the readers, being the channelers, being the energy workers. And don't get me wrong, I love being here in this position. Okay? This is absolutely what I want to do. But there are so many people that come at people like us and demand things from us, expect things from us. And then on top of that, we've got to work with the system. We've got to keep on top of that algorithm if we want to be successful, if we want to be seen, if we want to get these messages out there. We've got to play this vicious, vicious game of constantly creating, constantly producing, because if we don't, we slip under the radar, and before you know it, we're gone. There are so many people that I have watched lose their platform just because they needed to take time away. Y'all remember Erica the hippie? She was so on it. And then she had to take an extended period of time away, and half her following dropped the fuck off. Where the hell did y'all go? You mean to tell me that you are so selfish that the moment someone says to you, I need a break, you're like, all right, fuck you, I'm out. Oh, word? I just like. So also, you know what this ties back to? You know what this ties back to? I don't remember. I don't know how many of you are going to remember this, but a few months ago, um, I started reading The Law of One, and I gained an understanding from that in terms of moving up the energetic, through the dimensions, right? And in the fourth dimension is where you start to really get to unconditional love. But when you get to that level of love, hi Moon Goddess, when you get to that level of love, you have the ability, or you have the propensity to slip into a sense of martyrdom, because you're getting into the space of wanting to be of service. But you start to lose your boundaries, or you start to lose the understanding, or you can lose the understanding of how much to give without stopping, right? And so fourth dimensional energies, it's described as like Mother Teresa, or Jesus, or Martin Luther King, end up becoming martyrs in some ways. Okay? But then once you learn the lesson of love, and now you can move up to the the fifth dimension. The lesson there is wisdom. And in that wisdom is where you start to learn self-preservation. Do any of you remember me talking about self-preservation a few months ago? And that's when I started to that's when I really started to, yes, Turquoise America's Majesty, you remember. That's when I started to put boundaries in place and be like, whoa, all right. And that's actually when I first took morning coffee off of YouTube. Because I was like, look, if anybody is going to be getting daily readings, it's people that are fucking paying for it. And I'm not trying to be a bitch. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm not trying to be all capitalistic and opportunistic and be like, fuck you, give me your money. No. I'm trying to be real. I have people that are paying me on a monthly basis. If anybody gets daily readings, it should be them. But then I felt guilty. And it didn't feel right. I mean, this whole process of learning these boundaries has been a shit show, y'all. Yes, Blue Flame, it's a balancing act. It's a balancing act. And I'm learning how to balance that. It takes time. It's not something that comes to easily. So part of what's happening in what you said, Queen Bee, about how this is a time of learning when to be okay with not doing. That's exactly what I'm learning right now. And that's exactly why I have not been forcing myself to get up in the morning and do morning coffee. Not that I don't want to do morning coffee. Not that I don't love to do morning coffee. Not that I don't love to connect with you guys as much as I possibly can. But sometimes the message just isn't there. Sometimes it's just not necessary. And forcing yourself to do something just to make money is not authentic. Hi, Claudia. It's not authentic. So this is a tough lesson for me to learn. In not grinding. In staying in alignment. But what's also tougher is the element of not being in control of certain elements, like the power. Oh yeah, even weekly readings are a lot. I don't understand how people can tap into that. I mean, like, okay, sure. But like for me personally, the readings that I do, and I'm not trying to toot my horn. I'm not trying to say I'm better than this person or that. I am not trying to say that at all. But I know me and I know my readings and they're fucking deep, yo. They're so on point sometimes that it's like, I don't even know where this is coming from, but I've got the full story here, right here for you. There you go. And then I finish doing those readings, man, and all I want to do is take a fucking nap, yo. And sometimes it literally takes me out of commission for days. So I don't really know. Yo, more power to you. Those of you that do that, I'm only, look, and I'm still a baby here, y'all. I've only been doing this for 3 years. Yeah. And also, Queen Bee just said, we're in a time when being a pro means coming when you're led and not being like everyone else and doing. Yes. And also learning how to trust the universe and trust yourself. Things will work out. Charlotte, oh my God, go enjoy your nap, Charlotte. It was great to see you. Thank you. Thank you, Ashley. This is kind of a rant. Not gonna lie. Like, I'm supposed to be telling y'all what's going on, and I am, but I'm also kind of ranting. Okay, see, Mia, this is a good thing. That I'm glad that I'm saying this. I'm glad that I'm saying this. Yes. Yes, I agree, Varush. But look, I'm not trying... Look. Thank you, Tikwa. Thank you, beautiful awakened soul. But look, y'all, I'm not trying to pass judgment. Yo, do you, man? Those of them that have high travel channel, those that, and I'm not gonna name any names, but those that are really like fucking doing it right now, man, yo, and those that have been in it for years, man. I've only been in this for 3 years, but I know for a fact I'm trying to spend the rest of my life doing this, man. You know, this is it. I love this. I'm happy here. And it breaks my heart when these challenges come into place and I am left powerless. Because I'm not trying to shirk my responsibilities. I'm not trying to be irresponsible. I'm not trying to be willy-nilly, frou. And no, I am dedicated. I am doing this shit. So that's what makes it so hard when I hit these situations or these moments where it's like I am literally powerless. Literally, guys, like I ain't got no power at home. And yo, check it out, son. Check it out. I just went to the store and bought myself a nice package of some pork chops that was gonna last me for 5 to 6 meals. Didn't even get a chance to package those up and throw them in the freezer. Now that package is spoiled. I'm not feeling that either, Queen Bee. Hi, Sharon. Like, the frustration, yo. The frustration. Listen, thank you, Claudia. Thank you. I hate wasted food too, man. Shit. And I will tell you this. I have been enjoying my mornings of baby. Yo, Turquoise. So much of my New York, like when I get frustrated, when I get angry, I'm all New York. I'm all New York, man. When I'm angry and frustrated and passionate, I am 100% New York fucking city. Okay? I don't give a damn that I grew up in fucking Westchester. I'm New York, bitch. Woo! Okay, anyway. One of my favorite things lately has been getting up in the morning, making a cup of coffee, and sitting out in the hammock and just connecting with nature. It has been so beautiful, you guys. All day, every day. You heard me? Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. Rant over. Really, Kara? See, that's interesting. Well, it's interesting, but it makes sense because I feel like now you're energetically in a space where you can deal with that what the fuck shit and actually put it to rest. Cuz I know like for me with me in this round of quitting smoking, it's like I'm uncovering like I'm getting back to those memories. Those memories are resurfacing, but now I'm starting to be able to connect the dots. And that's what has been keeping me from healing and forgiving and letting go. Yeah, New York and Aries. Yep. It's keeping me from healing and forgiving and letting go because I haven't been able to connect the dots. And I've been taking things so damn personally, but it's not. I finally understand why it's not personal. Why some guru can look at you and be like, don't take it personally. The fuck you mean don't take it personally? Homeboy, homegirl over here just personally attacked my character and my sense of being with their judgment. How am I not supposed to take it personally? Because it's not about you. And I can sit here and be that guru and tell you until it's full blue in the face, and you can still turn around and tell me the exact same thing that I just said. Until you are able to connect the dots, you will never understand. It's not about you. It's about them. It's about them, what they want. Hi, Shanika. What they want and what they're willing to do to get it. That's what it's about. Them, what they want, and what they are willing to do to get it. Has nothing to do with you. And now I get that. Now I can put the pieces together. Now I can release this and heal. Now I can release the coping mechanisms that kept me in this space for so damn long. Thank you, Vivian. Exactly. Exactly, Claudia. Exactly, Claudia. Oh, the sun just came out. I love that, Ashley. Woo, a pack a day. Excellent. Yo. Congratulations. Hearts in the chat for Kara, man. Thank you, Tikwa. Exactly, Queen Bee. I have to, like, and that was part of the reason why I moved to Puerto Rico. So that I could actually do this shadow work. This is a hell of a lot of shadow work. And this was the place for me to do it. Because I was finally faced with elements of myself that I refused to deal with. And that's right. If I was going to continue down this path as a reader and an energy worker, I had to heal myself first. And sure, over the last 3 years, I've been able to build a platform and to build a family. And oh God, is this a family? And to build a community. But I fell short in really being able to really take us to the next level because I myself was not able to get to the next level because of what I was still holding on to. Yep. Yep. That's right. We're all human. Ain't none of us perfect in the ways that society wants us or deems we should be perfect. Hey, Michelle. We are perfect the way God made us. The way Source made us. We are perfect in that sense. But we still have things to learn. We still have our lessons. We still have our challenges. We still have our crutches. We still have our shortcomings. But that does not make us any less worthy. That does not make us any less divine. There is divinity in literally everything. Oh my God, Tikwa, I cannot stand you. I love you so much, Tikwa. That was hilarious. That is hilarious. We are all divine. So that means pain. Exactly. Our consciousness need to upgrade. So that means pain. Hell fucking yeah. Change is painful. Even if it's not officially painful, it damn sure is uncomfortable. Thank you so much, Queen Bee. I love you all so fucking much, man. Like, if it weren't for you guys, if it weren't for this channel, if it weren't for this platform, I don't know where the fuck I would be in the transition I've been going through in the last 4 years. And those of you that have been following, well, it has been 4 years for me, but it's only really been 3 years. Oh. Right, because we're at the channel is 3.5 years old right now. That's right. It'll be 4 years old in January. But I am in my 4th year of this transformation since that kicked off in June of 2017. That's right, Claudia. You're only feeling this and going through it because it's actually leaving you and you're going through your upgrade. Yes, that's right. Thank you so much. I am so grateful. I'm so grateful that I have been able to be a provider of a way forward for you guys too. Like like the money. Oh shit, here we go. I'm gonna start crying. The money aside, man, the ability to be able to have had such a positive effect on you guys and your lives too, man, is like more of a reward that I could have ever asked for. God damn, I cry so easily now, you guys. And I remember there was a time in my life when you couldn't get me to cry for shit, yo. For shit, man. I swear to God, like yo, praise to God, man. I am not asking for this, but the only thing that would make me cry at that time in my life was something happening to my mother. That's it. That is it. Just the thought of something terrible happening to my mother would absolutely make me cry. But anything else? Oh, hell no. Solid as stone, man. But now, yo, you can officially give me the crybaby seal of approval, man, because I am the crybaby of the year, yo. That's right, Blue Flame. Thank you so much, Always Grinding. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're so welcome, Moon Goddess. I'm so happy to be here. Oh my God, Ashley, yes, I am grateful for that. Hallelujah. You were made up of stone, Varouche. Yep. You cry at the drop of the dime. But you know what, Queen Bee? I love that you got there. I love that you got there. That's the point. Got rid of that toxic masculine energy. That's some fucking integration, yo. It is a profound coincidence. You know, I understand, Mary, to your point, like, I know this is a coincidence and everything, but, like, it's just so, I get it. Like in the grand scheme of things, when I step out of my emotions, when I step out of my ego, and I look at this from a higher perspective, I totally get it. It's just so frustrating. Thank you, Teresa. Hey, look, you know what? Don't even worry about that, Ashley. Thank you. I appreciate that, and I'm definitely not going to discourage you from doing that when you're ready or when you want to, but like thank you. But like right now, I'm so focused on just getting centered that maybe you know what? I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I'm still trying to balance Patreon. Oh, I love you, Kamwa. I'm so happy. I'm still trying to figure out how to balance Patreon and YouTube. There's something that was said to me by someone who was extremely triggered by me a few months ago when I was they said that I was breadcrumbing. It was a moment where I was still trying to find the balance, and I was doing certain readings. Like I would do morning coffee, the first half of morning coffee, and then take the other half to Patreon as an extended. And someone got really triggered. And I mean, like, okay, I understand they're getting triggered, but at the same time, something that they said is still stuck with me. If you cannot create something unique for your Patreoners, then you should not have Patreon. Period. I mean, I understand they were coming out they ass, they were coming out they neck, you know, being all kinds of out of pocket and all that shit. But at the same time, that kind of struck a chord with me. So I'm still trying to figure out how to work this. But it's part of the process. It's all in due time. It's all in due time. Anyway, I don't know how much I have left. But that, I mean, I think they were. I mean, that's right, Varouche. I mean, at the same time, she was kind of right. You know? Yeah, but like she was kind of right. Yeah. Hi, Christine. Don't worry. Don't worry. This was really just like a random rant video. To be honest. But what it's looking like right now, you guys, is that a lot of what I'm putting up on Patreon is like situations like this, where I'm sitting there talking through things and not really reading cards. Like, don't get me wrong. Somebody came to me recently within like the last few weeks and was like, you should probably leave the cards behind because you shine so much and you're already there and they kind of dim your shine. I'm like, yeah, I get that. And that's not the first time I've heard that. Somebody said to me a long time ago that she was like, I bet you there's going to be one day where you completely leave the cards behind because you don't really need them. And you're right. For the most part, I could just sit here and talk to you guys and throw messages out there, spitfire, right? Okay, cool. That's who we are as channelers. Me, others, blah blah blah, whatnot, whatever. All right, cool. But I love them cards. I love it. I love the way they speak. I love the way they communicate. I love the relationship I've been able to build with them. So, oh, okay, that's great, Tikwa. So, I've noticed that some of the transition I've made over on Patreon is me just sitting there talking and just telling my story and allowing my experience to be story time for you guys and, share and do all that. But they help move the readings along. So, that's right, Turquoise. I remember you saying that. So hey, this is a natural Spirit is saying this. This is a natural transition. Just go with it. Ooh. Ooh. So anyway, what do you mean, Shawnee? Oh, sorry, I'm not supposed to call you that, Shaunica. Listen. Exactly, Turquoise. Yo, Claudia, check it out. My lungs for the last week have been getting rid of so much crap. Do you guys know? Do you know the big industrial vape guns or vape machines, vape pens, that when you take a drag from them, you hear the liquid moving through the chambers? That's what my lungs have sounded like over the last week. And I love you too. Thank you so much, Vivian. And I kind of enjoyed it. But that's because I really like the healing process. And I know it's coming out now. Oh no. You know what, Claudia? It's so funny. I have always been adamant about, look, I would rather smoke a cigarette than vape. Period. And anytime my friends were like, oh God, I'm around, I'm like, I need a cigarette. Does anybody got a cigarette? And they're like, no, I have this vape. And I'm like, nah, I'll pass. Like, how fucking ironic is that, yo? I'm not gonna vape, but I'll smoke a cigarette, but I don't know, that's just me. But yeah, I'm not a vapor. Really, truth be told? Damn. That's interesting. I mean, maybe I'm just I mean, shit. I guess you could say I was a heavy smoker. I could never. I think the most I got to was like half a pack a day. Right. See, Claudia, but Claudia, I totally get that. Like, I totally get that, and that's been part of my situation. It's like, whatever. We've got OGs. They've been smoking for the last like 50 years, and they still alive and kicking. But for me, it was not about that. For me, it was about the crutch that smoking, that the substance abuse of nicotine that was my crutch that I needed to do away with. That was the problem for me. So. Yeah. Nobody's slave. We ain't nobody's slave. That's right. Exactly, Silver Cat. Silver Ghost Cat. Yep. It's the reason. It's not that you smoke. It's why you smoke. And for me, and that's why I have always been like, It's not even like I'm addicted to the nicotine. Actually, there was a point in life I stopped smoking a few times just because I hated the way the nicotine made me feel. But it was such a crutch. Yeah, you're not allowed to. Okay. All right. I see you, Blue Flame. Exactly. Exactly, Claudia. It's a misalignment with it's a misalignment or damage within the heart chakra, and it's a misalignment with the energy and vibration of love. Yep. Exactly, Kara. Exactly. You know what's so funny about that, Kamwa? I've noticed that my tolerance for marijuana and for alcohol is so high now. Like when I was a kid, I would take like one or sometimes one, maybe two hits off a bowl and be so fucking high that I would be on the bathroom floor throwing up until I passed out. And I had such a low tolerance for alcohol that I would get too drunk too quick, and now I've got the spins, and oh my God, I never want to drink again. And God forbid I were to ever have those moments where I mixed the two. Yikes. But then I kept going and I started drinking. I started drinking wine, which then turned into liquor, and I was smoking weed. I mean, like, even though I had such a low tolerance for weed, man, I still smoked every day. Every day. And every time I would get sick as a fucking dog on that bathroom floor or laying in my bed praying to God to absolve me, saying, I will never do this again. Turn around the first chance I got, bro. Right back at it. And of course, over the years, your tolerance, your body is going to be like, look, bitch, I told you no. But you want to keep putting it in there? All right, fine. I got no choice but to adapt, right? And then, and so like, especially so with weed now, I'll take a hit and I'll be high for like maybe an hour, and then that's it. I'm done. I ain't getting high again for the rest of the day. No matter how much more I smoke, man, I ain't getting high again for the rest of the day. And when it comes to alcohol, I am that person now that goes out and it's like, let me get a drink. And or my friends are like, you want a drink? I'm like, yeah, sure, but just give me the liquor. I don't need a chaser. We're doing straight up shots of tequila, Holmes. And everybody's got their salt, their lime, their chaser, this, that, and the third. I'm knocking that shit back, wishing it around my mouth like it's fucking water. Like it ain't nothing. Like it ain't nothing. Fucking child's play, yo. Look at all y'all pussy ass bitches, man. This shit is child's play, hunt. Oh no. Oh, that's not cute. That is not a good place to be. It's not. That's borderline alcoholism. At least from what I can understand. I mean, like, I don't know, like, whatever. Don't let me be out here diagnosing everybody, but like, that's a real good way to get yourself to officially being a functioning alcoholic. Listen, man, that's all this Leo energy in me, yo. I am nothing but drama. Dramatic as all hell. That's right, Blue Flame. Hey, yo, they got you drinking all day, every day. Get yourself your mimosa. Get yourself your Bellini. Get yourself your Bloody Mary, your Bloody Maria. And get sloshed for brunch. Then go out for dinner and do it all again. I'm not a Bloody Mary fan anyway. And I'm not sitting here saying I'm completely going to give up drinking forever. Like, I don't want to start smoking cigarettes again. And I'm going to do my best to not do that. But, like, yo, check it out, man. I still love a margarita. Especially a mezcal margarita. Woo! you make a good mezcal margarita. Sign me up, hoes. Yo, I am right there with you. But it's the excessive drinking. Let me tell you something, guys. I have never really admitted this before, but I have been an excessive drinker for the last 4 years. Excessive. And still been able to function. That's not good. I remember back when I lived in Brooklyn, it was very close to when I had first moved out of my old apartment. I had this habit of buying the extra large bottles of wine, Barefoot Malbec, right? Well, there was this one night where I was really going through it, because not only at that time was I dealing with a divorce, but I was also dealing with the first onset of the twin flame situation. By the way, Captain Morgan and orange juice tastes like a creamsicle. Try it out sometime. Anyway, but so I was in the middle of dealing with a divorce. I was also dealing with some family issues that had been ongoing, and I was at a place where I could finally come to terms with it on my own, outside of the influence of my ex-husband. And I was going through the twin flame situation, like the very beginning of the twin flame situation. I was an emotional wreck, right? And I can't remember if I had already started my channel at this point yet. I don't think I had. But I bought one of those bottles, which was regular for me, one of those extra large bottles of wine, and I started drinking it. But I think the first mistake I made was not pouring it in a glass, but drinking it straight out of the bottle. And I woke up the next day, that bottle was gone. Now, it's one thing, I know at this point in my life, I can drink a whole bottle of wine to myself in one night and be good. And like, it won't even faze me. And I remember when one bottle of wine was a lot to me at a time. But y'all, that extra large bottle, excessive, you guys. Bad news. Bad news. But that's not us anymore. That's not me anymore. Well, yeah, the more you drink, the more tolerant your liver gets, but also the more toxic your liver gets. I mean, I can't thank you. And I love the fact that you guys appreciate how open I am, but I really I can't be anything else but open. That's always who I've been. I have never, and that's been the struggle of my lifetime. I've never been able to be that type of person to mask who I truly am, to play the game and be the cookie cutter and this, that, and the third. Like, that's why I couldn't be a part of the dance world when I was a dancer, because I couldn't fall in line. That's not who I was. So yeah, thank you. I appreciate that you appreciate my authenticity, but I need you to know that I can't be anything else but that. And at first, it was very scary because I didn't want to build this platform and then be real with you guys and then lose all of you. Of course, I lost some, but that's okay because the real people are still here. So, y'all are some real ones, man. I'll tell you that. Y'all are some real ones. And I appreciate you every day of my life. I appreciate your presence in my life. I appreciate the bond that we have, the community that we have, the friendship that we have, the family that we are. Every day. Fuck, I'm crying again. Every day. And I look forward every day to being here for you and to reading for you and to connecting with you. And when I can't do that, man, I am distraught. Hey, Stephanie. Thank you so much for that donation, Michelle. Yo, Michelle, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I did not expect to be up here ranting for an hour. But this is actually really fun. I really enjoy this. Like, this is great. This is so, like, this is dope, man. I should do this more often. Like, for real. We don't even need to have an agenda. Let's just fucking sit here and talk. Do you guys want to do a reading? No, this is not my place. This is a friend of mine's. Do you guys remember when I did the June readings here? I was sitting on the floor in front of a table. I did the June readings here. Okay. And actually, this was a place that another friend of mine stayed when I first got here last year. So if you remember, when I was doing morning coffee last summer, and like there were all these kittens around, that was this place. This is actually the house where Orion was born. Orion, my baby boy, was born in this house. Yeah. And it's just so crazy how it's come back for a full circle, where like the first friend that was living here, she's not here anymore. She's somewhere else. But now there's another friend that has come and entered into the circle here, and turns out here she is. She's staying here, so for the summer. Who's that? Who said that? Oh, hi, Deep Soul. I do have cards because I have cards. I came here to work, and I finished the last round of mid-month readings. I did the air signs today. By the way, air signs, your readings for the mid-month are so empowering. Like, good shit. Real good shit. So, yeah. So we're going to do a reading, kids. Actually, before I do that, let me get a timestamp going. No, let's do it this way. One. Okay. Cool. All right, guys. Hey, what's up, Robert? Yo, Robert, July is trying it. Yo, July is trying it, bro. Ooh. Okay. We're going to do a little bit of a collective reading now. All right. All right. One more shuffle. Collective message. Collective energy. What's going on? What can we say for the collective right now? I mean, we've already talked about enough already. I mean, we're an hour into this situation, but let's see. What else does the Divine want to say to us? Page of Pentacles is the first card out. What would you like to say to us right now, Divine? What encouragement do you have for us at this moment? Oh, fuck. Yo, the Divine, straight up and down, kids. The Divine is coming through saying, y'all are blessed. Y'all are blessed. Page of Pentacles, the Sun and the Empress. Y'all are motherfucking blessed. Believe it. Believe it. And keep knocking down those barriers. Yo, keep fighting that devil. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Swords and the Devil. But then underneath the Devil is the Ace of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the World. Okay? Keep fighting the good fight. And here's the thing. Here's here's what's making this such a powerful time of change. Leo season, baby. Ew. Here's what is making this such a powerful season of change. And it's such a simple thing, you guys. It's so simple. It's literally the fact that we have learned the lesson. We're not doing things the same way over and over and over again, expecting a different result. Instead, we're standing in our power, we're standing in our sovereignty, we're standing in our individuality, and we are making sure to stay in alignment with with the change and the new opportunity and the justice that we seek in our lives. Y'all. Oh, hey, Stephanie Renee. You guys, I mean, like that's it. That's the message right there. Oh, Deep Soul. Happy birthday. Yes, Robert. Yes. He's saying it feels like we are off the hamster wheel. Always calamity when ships hit, I guess. Yes. Yes, so why things might feel like they're crumbling is because of the fact that we are in fact stepping off the karmic hamster wheel. And we are effectively removing our energy from situations that have been using our energy to drive forward, to thrive. So when we take that energy source out, when we take that battery out, the system can't run any longer and it falls apart. And whoa, okay, this just hit me. That's happening on a collective, on an individual scale for us within the collective, right? Right? But it's also happening on a grand scale. It's also happening in society because people are starting to unplug. Even though this pandemic has been a catastrophic thing and has literally brought the world, the global economy to its knees, it has been one of the best things for the common individual. Why? Because first of all, it started to give us what's the word I'm looking for? A clear view as to how we are being manipulated and left in the dust and controlled and unserved by government, institutions, capitalism as a whole. Exactly, Turquoise. God knew exactly what the world needed when it needed it. Divine order. What corporations, at least, especially in the United States of America, because the United States is not a country, it's a corporation. And we can see firsthand exactly where the priorities lie in terms of those who are in power. Oh, by the way, specifically, those who are in power that were put there by us. People had a chance to reconnect with their families, to work from home, to be more productive, and understand that no, we don't have to grind like this. We can take less time and still get the job done. And not only get the job done, but get it done more effectively. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You mean to tell me I don't have to get up but at the ass crack of dawn, bust my ass to make sure I got to work on time, work through days when I am dog ass sick, and still have productivity issues, right? You mean to tell me I don't have to do that? And the universe said, not only do you not have to do that, my love, I will prove it to you. Now we see where the real priorities are, don't we? And that's why people are unplugging. We used to call hippies, we used to call people that go off the grid hippies. We used to call people that were concerned with the environment hippies and tree huggers. Well, guess what? Newsflash, global warming is real and it's here. Global warming is real and it's here. And I pray for all of you on the West Coast. My heart goes out to you because you are literally burning alive. I saw a thing on Facebook a few days ago. Was it a few days? Yeah, a few days ago. And I shared it. And it was a TikTok of some woman talking about, making a commentary of some mainstream reporter talking about how people are not coming back to work. And she goes, basically she's explaining why people are not going back to work. Like, you really mean to tell these people this, that, and the third, right? But she ended it with, I wish you would make me go into the break room to celebrate Mary's birthday. Hell fucking nah. What? You mean what? Oh, hell no. Oh, no, hell no. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. Mm-hmm. It's hot. Yeah. Nah. Oh, hey, Tony. I didn't see you there. Oh, welcome back, Ashley. So, yeah. She said, nope. She said, abso-fucking-lutely not, actually. Lord have mercy. That's how I felt when my new CFO started and my job had a happy... Oh, hell nah. Have fun, Michelle. We love you. It's good to see you. Be safe. We'll see you later. Enjoy your... Or at least have fun, as much fun as you can at that meeting. Right. If I never have to step foot in an office again, you'll be good. I mean, like this. And no shade to anybody that actually enjoys working in the office. Like, if you got a good office situation or you enjoy being there, baby, more power to you. But that's right. Went back to the office for 10 minutes and left. Shoot. I love it, Michelle. Well, check it out. I'll be hugging trees with you because I have 100% always been a tree hugger and 100% proud of that shit, too. I don't know these. Robert, I can't stand you. Mm-hmm. Tree huggers unite. That's a good point, Turquoise. A lot of it has to do with avoidance. They would rather be in the office than be home. And that's heartbreaking. That's heartbreaking. And think about what that says about the state of the American family, about the family structure in America. The fact that people would rather be out in bars or out in an office killing themselves at a 9 to 5 just because they don't want to be home. That's heartbreaking. Do it, Robert. I would love to hear that. I would love to hear that epiphany. No, we ain't no. Or they fear being home, yeah. Yeah. That's right, B. That is absolutely right. I am starving all of a sudden. I need to get something to eat. My home is a sanctuary too. I love being in my home. It's hard to get me to come out sometimes because I don't want to disrupt my peace. Because I find there are moments where I go out in the world after being home and literally 5 minutes I'm completely drained. And by the time I get home, I'm so fucking fed up and angry and like depleted that like it takes me a day or two just to recover. And it's like, oh no. Oh, well, yeah, Tamika, there's a lot going on, but hermit mode is guaranteed peace, yeah. Exactly, Turquoise, exactly. Is she ever coming out? Hell nah! And the more you ask me, the more time you're adding on to my situation. So you might as well shut the hell up and leave me the fuck alone. Woo! I love you guys so much. Leave me the LMTFA. We should get that on us. Ooh, that could be our next morning coffee mug. Morning coffee, LMTFA. Yup. Oh, you're from Brooklyn, now you're in Queens. Word up, Brooklyn and Queens in the his house. Thank Stephanie. That's exactly what exactly what I thought. Like, lockdown was not a thing for me. The only thing I couldn't stand about being on lockdown was the fact that I could not go to the store and get my groceries without it being a 3-hour ordeal. Like, oh no. I was the one to get up first thing in the morning, do morning coffee, get that done, and then go straight to Trader Joe's to hit that first thing in the morning so I didn't get caught up in, you know, all the big long lines and everything. But when the pandemic hit, I would get there 9 in the morning and there would already be a line outside the fucking door. But that's because they were only allowing a limited number of people in at once. What am I gonna eat? I don't know. I have no idea. No, Turquoise, I'm not selling the merch any longer. I was using Shopify, but the link that I got from Shopify was not acceptable by YouTube. And it was a pretty convenient thing for Shopify because then that means that they got another $11 out of me for the year for a domain. And it was such, like, the merch situation at that point was such a headache and was so confusing and hard to keep track of and just not worth it at the time that I stopped. But we're gonna redo that at some point. I definitely want to redo that at some point, but yeah. Yeah, it was ridiculous. Like, I would put the link to the Shopify store in the like the comment section or like the description box and everything. I'll get to that in a second, Queen Bee. And people wouldn't be able to access it because it was deemed an unsafe link. So I needed to officially purchase another domain, which again, it was only $11 for the year. So it's not like it's that big of a thing, but at the same time, it's the principle. You know what I mean? Like, it's the principle. If you're gonna give a domain, just be upfront about it and like just be like, look, $11 for the year. We will host your domain for you. Here you go. Don't be backhanded about it. You know what I mean? That's what got me. Now, in terms of Etsy, I didn't want to go with Etsy because they charge you so much just to like have your storefront. It like, for me, compared, it was between either Etsy and Shopify. And even in terms of like the like the extra $11 a year just to purchase the domain name, like that was still cheaper than what Etsy was going to charge to sell your products there. And Shopify actually was really easy to work with, was great to work with. It was just, exactly. Etsy is like, I mean, like, I'm not trying to throw shade or anything like that, but like, even from what I saw and then from what some other people told me, I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And to be honest with you, the only thing that I didn't appreciate about Shopify was the fact that that domain, that URL was not deemed appropriate or safe to be used outside of in where it was too convenient. It was like exactly where I needed it the most, couldn't use it. You know, it was yet another one of those roadblocks that I have been experiencing in my time here. And by the time I got to that point, I was so frustrated. I was like, fuck it. No, fuck it. I'm not, nope, ain't doing that. You know what I mean? Like, no. I 100% agree with you, Vivian. We as humans must address the whole problem that affect humanity, not just in parts or no longer a puzzle. We all have the solution, and we have that solution together. Stephanie, I love you too. Thank you so much for being here. Stephanie Renee. To be honest with you, I should probably go eat too. We've been here for an hour and a half, and I should probably go get something to eat. Two, y'all. Hey. I love you guys. I love you all so freaking much. Thank you, Stephanie Renee. Thank you, Steffi. I'm going to call you Stephanie, and then Renee, I'm going to... no, Stephanie, I'm so sorry. I'm going to butcher your last name, but Steph, you know who you are, Steph. I'm going to call you Steph, and then Stephanie Renee, I'm going to call you Stephanie, okay? Oh, yo, Blue Flame, I'm about to reach through this phone. I love me a good tuna melt. Tick. Ha-ha! I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here and obliging in my rant for the last hour and a half. Yeah, I'm gonna go get something to eat. Ooh, Robert, you better stop. Ooh, y'all better stop it. Ah! So, Stephanie, all you gotta do is make like a good tuna salad, like anything that you would make. Because like traditionally here in the States, I'll make a tuna salad with tuna fish and mayonnaise. That's it. But then you could put some like onions, some garlic, maybe my mom used to put hard-boiled eggs in it. Delicious. I love some dill in a tuna salad. Ooh, okay. But that's your tuna, right? That's your tuna sandwich right there, right? But then you throw cheese on it, okay? And then you grill it so that the cheese melts. You could do relish too. Ooh, I love me a tuna melt, man. Try it. And I bet you your girls might like it too. Your girls really might like that. Yes, for the protein. Yo, dill is straight up slept on all the time. Yo, with some avocado. Stop. All right, stop. Y'all, we gotta stop. I need to go eat because this is torturous now at this point. Yes. I love you guys. I love you all so fucking much. Okay? Okay, like, I can't say that enough. I appreciate you all. I appreciate your love too. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna go. Bye. Oh, Robert, yes! Tuna, Dijon, cumin, onion, and garlic pepper, spirulina, olive. Stop it! On toasted sourdough. I'm dying. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Okay, bye.